Good morning, everyone. I've been up. I've been up at 5 o'clock this morning. We're doing some bacon, macaroni and cheese. Not your typical bacon, macaroni and cheese. So right now, she's still getting ready, braiding her hair. She says. So I'm doing the bacon while she's getting ready. So we're just going to fry up a little bacon. And then we'll show you the next step. But you don't want it real crispy. Just kind of done but not overdone, because you're putting it in macaroni and cheese. Now, you know, if you want your bacon crispy in your macaroni and cheese, then cook it crispy, but that's not quite what we're after. We're trying to get that grease is really what we're after there. And of course the bacon chips. I took about 3 strips of thick sliced bacon. Get a good quality bacon. You don't want it really lean, because you're not going to get enough of the grease to cook out of it if you get it too lean. And you'll see why we need that in a minute. So we'll be back in just a bit. All right, so we're about bacon's about where we want it. Iva's back.
Hi. All-purpose flour. About 2 tablespoons is what I use. So, 2 big serving tablespoons.
Heaping.
Heaping. Gotta stir it around and get it all.
So what we're doing, or what she is working on now, is making some gravy.
Bacon gravy.
Bacon gravy. And we got a pot of water over here that I turned on the wrong burner, but it's on now. That we're going to put some macaroni in here in a little bit. What's that looking like?
So we're just browning the flour. You can probably tell it's early in the morning. He woke me up at 5 o'clock.
We're having a 5th Sunday luncheon after church today. And everyone brings a dish. And it's real exciting. It's one of those things where if you're not attending church, you're missing out on some of these things. You're missing out on praising Jesus with fellow Christians to begin with, but then there's a little extras thrown in every now and then. And like I say, today, the 5th Sunday of every month, we have a luncheon that we're doing today. And we thought about making this last night and stick it in the fridge, but thought, it tastes better. We just get up a little bit early and
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper to taste. Get up a little bit early and do it, and it'll be fresh instead of putting it in the refrigerator and then reheating it. On the first Saturday of every month, we have a men's breakfast. And the men of the church come in and cook up a wonderful breakfast. Oh gosh, we have biscuits and gravy and eggs and bacon and sausage and just all kinds of good stuff. Everything you'd expect, pancakes, everything you expect to find at a really good breakfast. And everyone comes in about 6:30, or the men do, and they come in from all around town. You don't have to be a member of the church. You don't even have to be a Baptist. Just Everyone's welcome. Matter of fact, a lot of times we have, most of the times, we have some of the pastors from the other churches either leading our opening prayer or closing or whatever. The point is, they come from all the different churches in town. You don't even have to go to church anywhere. If you just want to come join us, you're more than welcome. There's no charge. And then after we've finished up, we have cooked enough that the women come in at 8:30, and they do the same thing. And we always have a speaker that comes in and gives his testimony and tells us a little bit about the Lord. So it lasts about an hour. The men's is 6:30 to 7:30, and the ladies are 8:30 to, I guess, around 9:30. All right, milk time. But
Okay.
Anyway, more than welcome to join us anytime. First Baptist Church of St. Genevieve.
Now see how that flour's browning? It's browning nicely. So you want to cook it so it tastes the raw taste out of the flour. See,
Well, on the camera, that was kind of yellow, but it's
Yeah.
actually kind of a brownish,
it's
tannish.
browning.
And how much you cook that, again, is completely up to you. Some people like it just almost burnt. Some people don't cook it quite this much, but you want to cook it enough that you get the flour taste out of it.
Okay, here comes the milk.
And that might just be a thing that you experiment with if you're not sure how to make gravy. This is bacon gravy. You do the same thing with sausage. You do the same thing with any kind of gravy you want to make. You just cook that particular type of meat in a skillet and then do what she's been doing there, which we have a video on sausage gravy.
I do.
And this is not a video on bacon gravy, although that's what we start with.
I didn't splash it that time.
All right, so now she's just going to cook this into the thickness. You'll cook it a while and it'll thicken up as it cooks. And then after you turn it off, it's going to thicken as it cools. So you want to get it just a little bit thinner than, not quite as thick
So
as you want it.
I may have to add a little more milk. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you won't know that until it gets thicker. So instead of just standing here staring at this, we're going to pause and we'll be back when everything's ready. All right, show them how thick that gravy is. Let's see that. This is going to sit for quite a while because, again, we're going to be eating it after church. So, may not make it quite as thick as what you would have made it. Probably make it a little bit thicker. Oh, that looks pretty good.
I might add some more milk to it.
Yeah.
We don't want it to get too thick.
Yeah, so just adding enough cheese to make it as cheesy as you want. I don't think there's any...
I was supposed to say something.
Well, that's why I went like that.
I'm sorry. What do I know? Cheesy bacon gravy.
Mmm.
And like he said, you can make it as cheesy as you want.
Let me come up so we're seeing more of what you're doing instead of your arm there.
Sorry.
No, it's me. I was kind of filming from the side instead of the top.
Mmm.
Now you can see, but the light's kind of throwing it off. We have a fluorescent light over there shining. Not the best lighting in the world, but I think you get the idea.
Now the macaroni. And with the macaroni, you can add as much or as little as you need.
We usually cook about a pound, depending on, again, how you like it. Just keep putting it in. If you have any left over, we like macaroni and tomatoes. We have some tomatoes out of the garden. So if there's any left over, that's
That'll
what
be
we're going to do.
That'll be another video.
And if there's not, well, actually you take the macaroni and you put tomatoes in it. Cook your
I think I could probably
macaroni and then throw some cooked tomatoes in it, and and let it kind of simmer together. Maybe a little tomato sauce or something.
I think I could probably use them all, don't you think? Look
Yeah,
at here.
it's looking pretty good.
Do you think more?
Sure, dump it in there. We didn't cook quite a pound this morning. I think actually what you cooked was what, 2 cups?
2 cups of macaroni.
2 cups of macaroni. Last time we cooked a pound and we had a lot left over.
Oh man, that looks good. What do you think?
That looked pretty damn good. You come in on it a little bit here. Cheesy, gravy, bacon bits. Looks pretty damn good to me.
Looks good. So now you take it off the heat, put the cheese on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to try to reach over and turn this heat off. Bam. Sorry if I got my finger in there. Don't know if I did or not.
Yeah, that's a
But I
little
was
bit
kind of
better.
holding it weird.
Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on the top. And you know what? I'm thinking I might put some of that other kind of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
You can do this any way you want to.
This is cheddar. We like cheddar on just about everything.
But there's also...
So we're going to experiment this morning on the church people.
This one is a blend of Italian, it's a blend of mozzarella and...
Okay, hold it. I'm moving the camera in and you're moving the bag. We got to go. There you cooking.
This is a blend of different kinds of cheeses.
An
You can
Italian.
use whatever you want to, but this one kind of adds it's just sort of something a little different, and it looks kind of neat having the 2 different colors on the top. And this is going to church, so I want it to look good too. Anyway, just want to sprinkle it
And
around
we're
on the
debating
top.
on whether to serve it in the skillet, just like it is, or put it in a crock pot so it'll stay hot. So either way, and we got one more little thing we're going to do here when she gets back. She's putting the cheese back in the refrigerator.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Put it in the oven.
Put it in the oven.
Oh, brown that cheese on the top.
Just long enough. We got it set on 350. And all we're wanting to do is just kind of melt that cheese and brown it just a tad. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, we've been just 5 minutes or so in the oven at 350 degrees.
Looky there.
Well, yeah, there's a good light over here.
Looky there.
Now, we didn't quite brown it because right before people get ready to eat, we're going to stick it in the oven at the church and let it finish browning. But that is your cheesy bacon, sorry, getting in the light. Cheesy bacon
Macaroni and cheese.
gravy macaroni. So it is yummy, guys. Give it a shot. You just might like it. So don't forget to attend a church of your choice. If you're close, then come join us any Sunday. But the 5th Sunday is always a good meal and it's free. The first Saturday at 6:30 a.m. is men's breakfast, no charge. Great breakfast. And at 8:30 on the second Saturday of each month is the ladies' breakfast, just following the men's. Did I say that wrong?
You said second Saturday. It's the first Saturday.
First Saturday of every month is the men's breakfast and the ladies' breakfast. Men's at 6:30, ladies at 8:30. So y'all come see us.
First Baptist Church of
First
St.
Baptist Church of St. Genevieve. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great Sunday, and
Praise the Lord.
and pass the plate. Bye, y'all.
Bye.